All right. Hey, everyone. How's it going? Ooh, a little much. There's one. There's two. There's three. Let's see what's going on. Let's look at this. I'm not gonna lie, I really don't feel like looking at this. Oh my gosh.
はい、トゥーさん。例の報告ファイルをちょっと見せてくれ。
承知しました。コアを移転します。利用可能な部品を発見。これが今の私。
以前よりはマシね。
あ、試してみようか。
Interesting, so that's how she was born.
指示了解。
That's awesome.
くらえ。クロちゃんを怒らせたね。
That's awesome.
ゴミが
What is she supposed to be
とど
evil?
めだ。身を隠せる場所ないかな。
ねえ、あそこ。
Elmo? Looks like her body is carbon fiber.
やっと会えた。私の夢に見た人。
Uh-oh, one of those.
あなたを守るよ。
Are you coming or what? Oh, Donnie, I'm waiting on you. Get in the trunk. Hi, Greg. Hi, Greg.
Listen, he's cute. Look.
Yeah.
Mom, stop. Stop. Mom! Stop! Stop. Go!
Hey, excuse me. Hey, my daughter thinks you're cute. She does. What?
Hello. You mad at us?
What's wrong, baby? You tired?
Calm down.
Are you coming or what? Oh, Donnie, I'm...
Bro, realizing it. One of the comments. This guy is such chance of Oh, of course the serious person comes in here.
What's wrong?
I had a dream that one day this republic would rise up from this destructive conflict and live out the true meaning of its creed.
And?
And then I had a dream that you'll die in childbirth.
Anakin, you look tired. It's
May's gonna die in childbirth. They're evil. They were.
and the jet about this. It's just it goes against the very reason for our existence. Now I wouldn't
Damn, you're.
maintain to preserve these principles. Oh,
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, let the game begin! Tonight we gather not for spells, not for wisdom, but for glory. Two houses enter this court. Only one shall leave with honor, to dribble, to shoot, to posterize thy enemies. This is going to be legendary!
that's they made Dobby oh, what's his name? I think it's his first name's Dick, but
It's going to be legendary! The so-called underdogs, who somehow became defending state champions, the Griffey Lions.
Ron with a cigar.
Introducing their opponents, a team that doesn't rely on luck. Introducing their opponents, a team that doesn't rely on luck or miracles.
Who the hell's the one on the right? The Slit Serpents.
A team that doesn't rely on luck or miracles. They don't celebrate, they don't hesitate, they execute. The Slith Serpents.
Oh!
This is the sacred annual.
Snape is the ref.
Is facing. Surprised you could afford that jersey, Weasley. Surprised you could afford that jersey, Weasley. You worry about my jersey. I'll worry about ending your bloodline on this court. If it isn't Lil Orphan Boy, you ready to squeal when I crush you. You murdered my parents in cold blood. Now I'm taking your ankles. Officially taken off. We love
I love that Ron's always got a cigar. Break his what'd you say? Break his ankles, Ron! Wait. Just a coach.
Listen carefully. This is where legends are made. And where you don't embarrass me again.
Relax, Coffin Dodger. I got this.
You're 8 months behind on your subscription. Broke Ginger. and put out that ridiculous cigar. What's funny, you fat giant? You're the slowest man on this court. Harry, he killed your parents. He killed your parents. This is it. Match point. Harry.
Your parents begged for mercy.
Pardon me, though.
Oh, man.
Interesting. All right. Let's get to it. Another day of not trying to disappoint my guild. Let's go.
My secret to same-day delivery?
At least the water feels
What do I
good.
sell?
Care to join?
Well, I'll see you later.
All right. We got a tower here. Fort. Okay, let's start with the fort. Seed notos. And then this one. Can't you just go appearing in Illinois? Festive Ida and Rowana. Let's go.
All your foolish choices have led you to despair.
Behold the might of a god.
Fortune is on our side.
Okay. Start getting rid
I've been
of
waiting for you.
you.
Did I make you nervous? Feeling a bit strange? exhaled the scent.
It's bad RNG for this unit.
The audacity of these scoundrels. Utter disgrace. You belong in the dirt.
How dare you!
You merely delay the inevitable.
How dare you! Time for something fragrant.
What a pathetic joke.
You reek.
I bestow upon you my greatest honor. Take pride as you demand.
Just wait and see.
I'm well aware of what you're planning.
Dare you! Dare you!
I'll wrap things up momentarily.
Oh,
I've been waiting.
no.
Glory be with us. I can see your desire.
How dare you! Insult!
But you go ahead and die.
Cheap tricks won't work on me. My tea is getting cold.
Excellent.
Ooh.
May the light guide us. May warm light reach the depths of your heart. You want me? Your turn. So unprepared.
I won. Can you handle this? Finding a worthy foe is more work than I want.
Yeah. I'm not afraid.
Okay, put this up.
I will protect everyone. I'm well aware of what you're planning.
Impressive.
Is that all you had to show me? Become like the autumn leaves and scatter upon the ground.
Impressive. Satisfying.
Let's see what you got. Give yourself to me. Fortune is on our side.
One down. Alright, let's see if this one works.
Born of thy wretched sacrifice, may rapture flourish the world.
Do not surrender. The promises of this spear will not be forgotten.
I was careless.
I'll share some of my courage.
Ha!
No more holding back. All in a day's work.
Step back.
Trying to figure out how she took so much damage. She took a lot, man.
May the light free you from despair.
Let's begin. This will hurt a little. Surrender.
I won't run anymore.
Ow!
This is like a dream come true.
No. Unworthy soul, let your death burden this land.
嫌なことは早めに終わらせない
I give you a hand?
I was careless. Bora zombie.
Yep, didn't work.
ここで終わらせるよ。
Oh.
I can still
have a nice
fight.
Okay. Let's see. We have this tower to go through. Symbol. Do not fat cat. I have an idea for this. As for this one, see how fast it is? 300 Rin. Okay. Renak, Dragon King, Rowana, Young Senya, Saria, Salome.
I'll commend you for trying. But it's far from enough.
You have to protect Valencia. Teach those baddies a lesson.
Impressive.
Okay, let me give it a try. This bread will make you feel better. Do not give up. Hope will always be with you. May the melody of hope spread far and wide. May eternal mercy dwell within.
Uh-oh.
What is your name?
We're not doing enough damage.
Together, we can do it. Bloom for me, dear miracle. Fly, sky high, toward the radiant future.
Impressive place. Like this.
For Don Blaya, you'll proceed no further.
Yes, yes! Show me how much you can struggle! Maybe I got too excited.
The perfect come to sit by and watch. Take me. All together.
Bring it on!
Yep. It's over.
So this is where for me. Faulty, aren't we?
I don't have something that can reliably, like, kill Notus.
What's even the point in struggling? Come on, impress me. Turning to cowardly tricks? Too bad, because I'm... Let my guard down. I'll give you the show of a lifetime. Are you listening? It's It's a requiem in your memory.
Let my guard down.
Good job.
Let my guard down.
Damn it! That's 2 draws. Okay, and then I think I saw another tower over here. Yeah. Do the same team, but what? Hecate in there? This one. We don't know how fast this thing is. Nothing. We don't know how fast it is. I mean, my next idea is to just deal with it. Just do this and use Raws.
Are you ready?
How fast is it? Close to mine, so 260 or so, Yulha. Let's make sure that we mark that down.
Victory pose! You're not scared, are you? You're not bad. But you're no match for me!
This should have
Just wait and see. Stand in line, please.
pretty much guarantees that she's dead later.
Vitals check. Looking good. Now, wakey wakey.
Trust me. I command thee.
Immunity sets go.
Perish.
Luna would have been better. I can't believe she survived. Oh my god.
Now it's your turn.
I will judge your
Unbelievable.
There was never a place for you to belong in this world.
Allow me to awaken your desires.
I'm still standing. Shall we end this?
Man, you've got to be kidding me.
You had your chance to repent.
Did I make you
I'm
nervous?
still standing.
It might hurt.
Oh, let my guard down.
A little
I'm
ashy.
still let my guard down. Deliverance is inevitable.
Son of a bitch, man. Oh, it was an awful
Death
Guild
is
War
not
day.
the end.
Consider this an honor.
3%? It's like 300. And the others aren't far behind. Okay.
Time to face the consequences. No, you dare. Forgetting something. What a walk in the park this is. Huh? No,
I was careless.
Foolish well. No. Nature is governed by cycles. It's merely your turn to disappear. Oh, dare!
油断したね。なかなかやりなくて。じゃあ応用といこうか。
Dare!
No escaping a Reaper's scythe. Heed the call of the underworld. やられちゃった。
Oh, man. Let's see. 260 Yulha. Would have helped a lot if I had done that. Uh, 300 Renac. Scales. Scales. 30. Oh man. Alright. Garbage run today. On Sunday, we're gonna need to go through like all of these. Alright. Let's go play some go try to play some NTE. I need to change something in my Razer Synapse though. Duplicate this, rename it. Yeah, okay. Oh, never mind. Delete this. Yeah, okay. Go back to this. Oh, I need to flip them. Then this needs to be changed to 6. Keyboard function 6.
Fish got her cell phone out of her purse and just told her husband.
This needs to be changed to 4. Swap those two. Okay. And I need a link again to it. Okay. Let's see if it works. See how it goes. If I'm being honest, I didn't really have that much fun in this game yesterday. It's kind of okay. The combat gives off like vibes of Tower of Fantasy in terms of its blandness. Maybe that'll change with different characters, but right now the characters I have are not fun at all. Okay, that's changed. Let's see if the rest changed like I needed to. Okay, it did.
Shift change.
Trust me.
I don't know how much more of the story I can. That's for sure.
Alright, that's a wrap. Rest up, everyone. I have a feeling A-Bone.
I feel like I've heard that many times before.
Right now it feels like I'm babysitting.
You don't get it. Things are different now. We've got a treasure here, and business will follow. The wheel of fortune has turned. And it's about time fortune favored us. Cha-ching!
She hasn't even had a drink. Who's going to wake her?
Lady has a point. With the appraiser's help.
That's a lot for me as a newcomer. No pressure, right?
New opportunities! New opportunities!
One of these books is an anomaly. You can tell by touching the book.
Perfect angle.
Okay. So here's our dailies. Different ascensions. Okay.
The wind's just right.
He's upstairs. Huh?
Good morning, appraiser. Breakfast is ready.
Damn.
Thank you, Adler. Good morning. Any new commissions?
A-Bone isn't usually that busy, but we received a commission as soon as you came in. Thanks, Bly. Don't you take a stroll around bridge crossings today? It may be an old town.
Sounds good. I guess I'll just do whatever. Call me if there's anything urgent.
Have fun.
I guess I have a rough job, man.
Perfect angle.
this is... got it. Let me look at a tier list real quick, because I honestly don't know what I'm looking at for this game. Okay, so...
What should we do today? Another new day. What should we do today?
Alright. Top tier.
Go ahead, I'm listening.
Second tier. And I'm not really a huge fan of him. Though I do like him better than several of the other stuff. Daffodil, Hathor, and G1 are all a tier below.
Greetings to you.
Who calls upon the name of Haniel? Wanna hang out? Me! Me! I'm ready to go!
Where's the team button? Formation? Let's kick out Adler.
Everything we need for the trip is ready.
He's the one I didn't like the most.
Me! I hear someone yearning for Haniel.
Back to work again.
And
Fine. I'm here. I'll do my best.
let's try Edgar. See what he's like. I was looking for this yesterday. Like the event tab. I guess I needed a few days. What is this? A skin? No, this is a new character. Okay. Hunter's Journal. Locked. Oh. Okay. City Guide. Collection. Time limited, I'm guessing. I wish they would. I really wish we could test the baseline characters. I wish every game did that. He does have good combos. I just don't like the character. The character's annoying as hell. Like, this character annoys me more than the one everyone was complaining about. Okay. Nope. Fair. That's what it is. Two red dye. Okay, we got another. The discount is gone.
What do you want? If you're that free, go buy me the latest Duke cake.
I think we got to try her a little bit. She was okay.
Clarity. Obsession. Disillusion.
See, I don't know anything about her. Look at her cheeks, man. I don't want Fadia.
Gaze.
I played her in the opening. Not really a fan. Daffodil.
I'm ready.
I don't know. Let me see here.
Hello everyone, my name is Dimitri, and recently the new gacha game Neverness to Everness. For the skill, it deals damage, and ink break damage also increase per support skill you cast with a total of 2 stacks. And once you have triggered both stacks, the resonance skill to the ultimate enemy and those parry the cross. Afterwards, the Phantom Step will trigger. Now, before you ask, yes, the Crossed Blades ability does also count as a Phantom Step parry, so to charge her ultimate back up, you have to hit either the Crossed Blades or the Phantom Step. As for the
Let me see this.
Neverness to
It says
Everness just
selector.
gave us another free selector, and I kind of realized now that people are starting to have 3 and 4 S-rank characters by now, at least for the people that use the selectors. For those that haven't selected anyone yet and want to know the best value for each character, this video is perfect for you. I'm Dimitri, and today I'm going to be telling you what the best character to choose from the selector is, as well as a little bit on who the best characters are to build right now. If you like NTE videos and guides, make sure to subscribe to this channel and obviously like this video. I'm going to be making a lot more guides in the coming days, with my upcoming video being a guide on how to make really good money in Neverness to Everness. Now, without further ado...
What?
Okay, first of all, you probably already have one standard S rank by now, and ideally what you should do, you need to start building around them for the best experience. Because let's say you put Hathor and Daffodil in the same team, it's just not gonna work. They conflict very much with each other, and their kits and reactions just don't happen. Anyways, the standard roster contains Baichiang, Fadia, Sakiri, Jiu Yuan, Hathor, and Daffodil. All of them have various different strengths. Baixiang, for example, is a very OP main DPS, or Sakiri is the best buffer in the game right now. All of them have some function in any team, but what we are looking for here is what team makes them play at their full potential. Let's look at each of them one by one, and I do have timestamps for whoever you want to see in this guide. Preferably you see all of them. First up is Baixiang. He's a main DPS that consumes his HP and restores it by fighting. I'm not gonna go into detail on him, Sakiri, and future character Hotori. Since we are on topic, Daffodil is primarily a sub DPS, or at least she doesn't really care for on-field time, since her kit mostly relies on you swapping in and out of her to deal most her damage. She works really well in teams that deal break damage and use Discord as a method of dealing that damage. I have a full guide on this that I recently released. You can go check it out for a much more detailed guide on her. But basically, she wants to trigger the Discord reaction since she can increase the break cap that this reaction does. As I said before, works really well with Baixiang and Sakiri, but she also works with free-to-play units like Aurelia and Hanyul as well. Pretty much just look for incantation and psyche units to pair Aurelia and Hanyul. Baixiang and Sakiri, but she also works with free-to-play units like Aurelia and Hanyul as well. Pretty much just look for incantation and psyche units to pair Daffodil up to have a much stronger Daffodil. Now for Sakiri, she is the talk of the town, it seems, as the best support in Neverness to Everness. How so? She has amazing grouping for the enemies, she reduces the enemy's defense, she increases your team's attack percent, and also increases DOT damage taken by 25% up to 100% damage increase if you can apply 4 DOT stacks. That's actually broken. Sakiri is basically if you want to have the best and strongest support in the game, you should pick this type of unit. Finally, let's now move on to Fadia. She works similar to Fushuan from Star Rail, redirecting damage to herself by the skill, and when she ults, she rails. Now, Jiu Yuan is an interesting case. She has Carlota mechanics from Wuwa, having rose bullets stack up and using them during her skill to deal most of her damage. She can apply a pact on the enemies, dealing damage and making the bullets hurt more, and I think that's simple enough to understand, and very solid damage on top of that. She is usually put alongside Hathor, Nanali, Chiz, Esper Zero, and others, because at least for Hathor and Jiu Yuan, they are burst DPSs, meaning that they aren't primarily a main DPS, more like a sub DPS instead. Again, I'm just giving you an idea of who the character is and what they do. I'm not really going for many details, I'm just giving you a general idea. And finally, the last character, Hathor, or Hathor. She again is a weird case because every time I play her, she feels and acts like a sub DPS unit, but when I do press the ultimate, it kind of feels like I have a main DPS on my team. She primarily focuses on getting her feather stacks, where again, it's a big burst of damage, with some abilities of hers providing extra damage when you hit Remora affected enemies. Ideally, to deal the most damage, you need to obtain all of her feather stacks, because the damage increases based on how
Hello and welcome to my channel, I Win to Lose Gaming. Neverness to Everness is finally out. You know what that means? That means a bunch of random guide videos like this one. And for this guide video, we'll be taking a look at team building for every single character in the game. Now, what's really awesome about Neverness to Everness right now is that thanks to the Standard Banner Selector ticket, as well as another Standard Banner Selector ticket that we are all getting in, I think, a couple days, 2 to 3 days from recording this video. That means you will have 2 Standard Banner Selector tickets, along with, at the very least, one guaranteed
Since this is our
SM
first
character
meeting, why don't we
just
take a
from
photo
Poland
together?
on Gacha. So that means that you'll be able to get at least 3 of the Standard Banner characters on pretty much any account, at least if you want 3 different ones, right? This video is sponsored, so huge thanks to Hottest Studios for that, and as usual, my goal is to just present my findings and experience. And a lot of the combat featured in this video features level 80 characters filmed on the media server. It is worth noting that on that server, the S-rank characters were all at max awakening, so I disabled their awakenings, but they still get the bonus.
I got 5 die back.
The S-rank characters are definitely overperforming them. And everyone's account is going to be getting these 6 characters for free. We are all getting Slep, Mint, Adler, and Haniel. And of course, we are also getting Chiz. Sorry, I call it Chiz, like kind of Chizuru, but it's Cheese. Yeah, if you think about it, cheese is Chizuru. Anyway, we are also all getting Cheese and Aurelia as well for free. So just off the bat, we already have 6 free characters to utilize, along with basically at least three standard banner S-rank characters. Now, the next thing that you need to take into consideration for team building when it comes to Neverness to Everness is the Esper Cycle wheel right here. And this is one of the most important factors for team building in Neverness to Everness. And there's actually something kind of interesting when it comes to team building in this game, and that is pretty much as long as your characters connect to one other character, honestly, that team basically can work. Like, is it going to be the best team or the best possible variation of that team? Not necessarily, but just like that, you pretty much already have a functional team as long as everyone connects. Now, there are some situations where certain characters don't have to connect and that team will still work. And another reality here is that, let's say you need the incantation element for whatever reason. Honestly, when it comes to that, any incantation character, whether it's, for example, Adler, Sakiri, or Baitong, they can all trigger the incantation-related Esper cycles to differing levels of efficiency and proficiency as well. But the fact is that they can still all...
Huh? Sorry, I don't need one. No, I'm not selling anything. I still don't. Please give me 5 minutes. No, 2 minutes. 1 minute. I can explain. May I? Sure. Greetings. Employee 018888 from Pink Paws Bank at your service. You can call me Cheese. I would like to introduce you to the Hetero New Citizen Support Program, which is jointly backed by the Dvorak family and the Hetero Municipality. This program aims to help new residents, including anomalies, adapt to their new lives and promote Hetero's urban development. All your contributions will be rewarded, and I will also help you solve any difficulties. Do you have any questions? So, do you want to apply for a debit card at our bank?
All that for a debit card account? Really?
Please don't worry. I have official certification from the municipality.
I don't really need.
This is my employee ID. You can verify my identity with the Pink Paws Bank website. And
Alright, fine.
I can try helping you with the application. Wait, really?
I'll start a new account at Pink Paws. Let's go with the... what program was it again?
What is soccer? Oh! Oh! I love this girl already.
Thank you for choosing Pink Paws Bank. From now on, all the
dude's
funds you earn in
huge.
Hetero will be blessed by Lord Loudon for safety and security. Funds play a key role in living in this city. Many shops like Cool Express hire temporary workers. These gigs are paid by each task, which are perfect for newcomers to the city. If you want to, you can also set up your own business. Hetero is famous for its coffee beans, has a great economy, and attracts lots of tourists. I can see from your registration that you're currently staying at A-Bone Antique Shop. Their business is relatively stable right now. That said, in an Anomaly Hunter organization, you could prioritize commissions from the Anomaly Hunter Guild, which usually pays generously.
Huh. Relatively stable?
Sorry. I didn't mean to peek into your personal information.
All good. I'll consider your advice.
I'm glad I could help.
Perfect angle.
Damn, it's pretty far away. Okay, so there's races now. This reminds me of something like... This really does remind me of something like Sunset Overdrive. Oh, come on, man.
Why did you bring me here again?
Will trigger it, thus making them just kind of work as a team. So that's one really interesting aspect of Neverness to Everness, is the fact that basically so many team combinations work as long as your wheels end up connecting. Now it's worth noting that we only have 15 characters in the game, and we also need to basically build 8 characters for the end game Abyss-like rail mode, where you need 2 full teams of 4 in order to tackle those
Perfect
mode.
angle.
Now, with those fundamentals out of the way, let's finally talk about the actual characters themselves. So let's start with Zero, the MC, and for now, I'm really glad to inform you that the MC is actually one of the best characters in the game, especially for any Blossom-related team or Charge-related teams. And just as a quick reminder, when we take a look at Blossom and Charged, we can see future Remora teams will also like the MC, but really Remora's is kind of a nice quality of life right now. But Blossom, as well as Charge, are two very what I would describe as like relevant reactions or Esper cycles that benefit teams significantly. And guess what? The MC happens to be the best enabler for those two reactions. And it's actually very simple. They are now the only character in the game with Instant Cycle. And if we take a look at Instant Cycle, we can see right here that she is indeed labeled as an Instant Cycle Burst DPS character. And taking a look at her skill, you can see here that the cycle energy is 100. And this means that just by using her skill, you will be able to perform an Esper cycle to, an adjacent element character. That's Lakshana or Anima characters right here. Lakshana or Anima characters with pretty much no field time at all.
Which we do
so
today.
This means that she has fantastic charge generation rate, and oftentimes she can even do 2 in a row because of various mechanics and advantages. So yeah, she is a Blossom generating machine thanks to all these factors. And the next thing about her is that she also deals significant ultimate damage. You can see that her multipliers here are pretty decent. Of course, they will go up significantly once you level them fully. And she also provides some other decent quality of life, like for example, she provides a little bit of healing with charge reaction as well. Now also, I guess while I'm here, I may as well mention that when it comes to building Zero, you can use either the Speedy Hedgehog for providing the team with 15% attack, since in this case, when we're stacking her with Cycle Intensity, focusing on Cycle Intensity instead of crit, her personal damage matters a bit less. Alternatively, you can also build her with the Cosmos set. This is when you want her personal nuke damage to do more damage. Now, at the moment, Zero is pretty much the best in slot for any Blossom-related teams. And when it comes to Blossom related teams, this is, in my opinion, one of my favorite variations of it is with Natalie as well as Jo Yuan. Each of them double the damage output for it. Next, let's talk about Haniel really quick because she's going to be on so many of these teams. So I'm not going to list out like every team that she's great in, but instead just talk about why you're going to be seeing her a lot. For one, she just provides a massive attack buff. When she uses her skill, it provides 20% attack buff. And when she uses her ultimate, it provides another 20% attack buff. And then when Nova's on the enemy and stuff happens, then she provides another 16% attack buff based off of her base attack. On top of all that, she actually deals non-negligible damage herself, and her arc even provides a significant attack buff, and then her console Speedy Hedgehog also applies a significant attack buff. So as you can see, she provides infinity attack to the entire team, which is why she's going to be seen on a lot of different teams. Now, I'm not going to go through every single team Haniel works in, but I did want to give a couple interesting examples. Even in a team like this, it can be worth considering bringing Haniel just to provide that massive attack up to the entire team, especially if you don't have a character like Security or she's busy on another team. Haniel can still work here because most of her attack buffs will still be active even without Nova on the enemy. Speaking of Nova, there's only one way to trigger it, and that is with Daffodil at the moment. And what's really cool about Haniel plus Daffodil, you can slap the two of them on pretty much any other attack scaling character. It also only needs necessarily like one other character to function reasonably well. Like for example, Natalie plus Zero work really well together, so you just got the universal support core with Haniel plus Daffodil, which is really cool. Let's talk about the next free character that we're getting, and that is going to be Adler. It's going to be a free-to-play friendly incantation character for those of you guys that want to obviously enable either Scorch or Hex. He can boost anima damage significantly by 20% by using his Esper cycle to help boost an anima damage character. And right now we have multiple anima damage characters, including Natalie, including Jo Yuan, as well as Min. So Adler works quite well with him just by existing as an incantation character where he can provide the Hex Esper cycle for them. Now he also has another niche which is in a full Scorch team. So the Scorch Earth team, which we will talk about later with Baitong, but you can of course slot him in there. Now in terms of his role, he provides a shield and he also scales off the defense stat, which honestly at the moment is just a con, but we'll talk about that in a bit. And a very unique thing about Adler is actually he deals a lot of great damage. So like with Great Bar, he deals a lot of that with his ultimate against a single target. So that's a really cool fact about Adler. If you want to break the enemies, bar faster, then Adler's actually a really good character for that purpose. So it's cool that they gave him a niche like that. And also he has a very short field time. You pretty much just hop on the field, use his ultimate, then use his skill, especially once you have his awakening, and you just get off, right? And that's also a disadvantage as well, because if you don't spend time on field with him, that means that you're not going to get much cycle energy. Now, one more niche for Adler, it does provide 10% incantation damage when he is at A6. And that's Awaken 6, which means you have all 6 dupes for him. So this is okay, and I think this kind of gives him a slightly better role when it comes to his pairing with Baitong. And finally, we also have this passive from him. This passive right here, it's a bit RNG, but it is one of the few sources of resistance shred in this game, which is really interesting. So that brings us to the next character to talk about, being Mint. And Mint is one of my personal favorite characters in this game, but she is an A-rank character, very free to play feeling, and Mint is, in terms of her pros, she has two main pros, I would say. One is that she is, of course, free. Everyone gets her, and if you need anima, whether to trigger anima Esper cycles or to just be an anima DPS character, she can indeed function for that purpose. But unfortunately, there are multiple other anima characters that basically just do what she does, but better. Now, as an example for a team for Mint, this one is pretty cool because it's basically just your starting characters plus Security. And the fourth slot for Security is actually extremely flexible, or you can replace Adler as well. But pretty much any character from these elements, 5 elements all the way from Lakshana all the way over to Chaos, will work with this team, and that's the thing about team building in this game. It's actually very flexible. In fact, Haniel does well even without being
wind's just
connected.
right.
So technically, yeah, I mean, you can pretty much just mix and match any. Now, I'm not going to go into every single team variation for Mint because I will be talking about Jo Yun and Natalie a lot. And just know that Mint is basically a budget option slash replacement for either of those two characters, and she will work reasonably well, just albeit at a free-to-play variation level of them. Now, there is one unique team where Mint differs from both Jo Yun and Natalie, and that is, of course, where you can use all three of them together. Basically, the goal of this team is to pretty much always have as many blossoms on the field as possible. Yeah, just a fun little pure blossom team. Not really a team I strongly recommend, but an interesting, unique team to Mint where you can't just replace Jo Yun or Natalie with Mint. So I've got a quick little gameplay demo with Mint plus Adler plus Zero, three of the characters that we just talked about, plus a Sakiri as well, who is an incredibly strong support character who buffs a ton of attack. But anyway, Adler as well as a Sakiri can alternate their Esper cycles to Mint in order for Mint to do more damage thanks to the
Yeah. Like, we'll just have to wait and see. I'm not quite sure what's going on with the game right now. Yeah, like when I logged in, I could tell that they improved the quality of a lot of the characters. Like before, their censorship characters were basically like very hasty, just like painting over. It's like body paint over the characters. Now I feel like when I look through everything, now I feel like they went to town on making sure that everyone has a base skin that like looks and feels correct. Yeah, I mean essentially. But it was quality. It wasn't the hack job that they did before. So if this is their new direction without any type of getting back to what we had before, then the game is dead. But if this is so that they can keep the CCP off their back and be able to provide the other version, then I'm okay with it.
Nicely done.
Well, that's the thing is like we're still waiting for stuff. Like they can't just take away something that people spent on without an explanation. So I'm waiting to see what's going on. Yeah, I mean, they're gonna have to. So far, it's kind of meh, but it may be that I just need to get further into it. Like, the beginning felt like I was chaperoning a bunch of children. They have way too many childlike characters in the main cast. But, like, I don't know yet. I feel like it's getting better. Yeah, that's for sure. The story right now is pretty bland. I do like how you can, like, go inside everywhere. The combat right now feels like... It reminds me of, like, Tower of Fantasy. It's, like, bland.
Perfect angle.
Oh, come on. There's got to be a way. Oh. The bird was there.
The wind's just right.
Let's see. Hang on. Go to formation. So I don't like this guy.
Should we head out?
The paperwork you need is on the desk. ETD-4, on scene.
Hey! Did you need me?
And let's try... Was it you?
Is there anywhere you want to go?
Right. So, like, I just got into that, like, literally, like, 5 minutes ago. So, I'm learning.
Give you a hand?
You know, but then you look at something like Arc Knights, and, like, the combat isn't the star of that one either, but at least it feels really good. Is there another camera spot? Oh, their combat is very... Like, you can not like the combat, but you can't deny that it's more polished and finesse than this. Where's this camera spot? How much is this gonna cost? Like, I don't have any money.
Hello. How may I help you today?
What the hell? Can I buy a junker? Nope. Oh, 50,000? Yeah, there we go. Got myself a junker. Switch to call your vehicle. Maybe. I don't like the character that's out now. So everything that I have right now is being saved for the next character. I mean, this looks like I'm gonna have a lot of fun with it. It's just kind of slow to get into right now. What is this die thing?
Engage. Fall.
Okay, he's actually kind of cool. This is like one of the first cool combat characters I've seen. She rides on a jellyfish. Oh, jeez. Is she showing off a lot there, girl? Maybe I will have to play this character. Wait, can you get off this thing, or is she always floating on this thing? I guess she's always floating on it.
I will see through the nexus.
Oh, okay, okay.
The wind's just right.
Drive. Let's see, T is my... Oh, hell yeah. This really does feel like a game that should be played with a controller. Hang on, I haven't gotten a chance to.
Right, if you rock, paper, scissors with her. Alright, you can rock, paper, scissors with her, right? You will never win. No matter what you do, you will never win.
剪刀石头布，有看清是怎么输的吗？
She's fucking freezing time and cheating, bro.
剪刀石头布，
You see the little animation?
有看清是怎么输的吗？
You see the little like time freeze, a blip of time freeze right when you
That's pretty good. Let's see. I was listening to this.
The action between the two elements. So we can see here that we're just kind of using Mint on field. We're getting their butts kicked a little bit too, but once Mint kind of uses her skill and her ultimate, she doesn't really have that much stuff to do. And funnily enough, the rest of her team also kind of has that issue, is that no one on this team really has that much stuff to do once they kind of use their main skills and ultimates and stuff like that. But we're going to have Mint stay on field a little bit here and there in order for her to do more damage. And we can also have a few bonus Blossom reactions as well in order for that to do some damage. But now we're just going through the ropes, and we can see here that we will be able to clear this boss in a pretty reasonable amount of time. And one thing you'll notice is that the clear times against this boss aren't going to be like astronomically different. And a team like this is likely going to be pretty viable, all things considered, even if it might be like worse or whatever. So if you just like Mint a lot, I don't really think you're going to be too disappointed using her as a DPS character. So yeah, as you can see, a pretty effortless clear. So Natalie as a character is the first featured character in the game, and she is of course, you know, very good for that purpose. You guys know how launch DPS characters go when it comes to their long-term power level, but at the very least for now, she's fantastic. She also has a fantastic Esper cycle passive, which doubles the Blossom damage output. And when it comes to Natalie, she's also quite easy to use. Just use her skill, use her ultimate, and mash that basic attack button for the duration of her ultimate, and Underboss will output a decent amount of damage. Let's actually go through some specific teams for Natalie, with this one being my personal favorite. In terms of its like sheet DPS, it's probably not the highest, but in terms of just how the team felt for me, this is my personal favorite for multiple reasons. For one, this team has incredible Blossom generation and Blossom damage output, and especially in the early game, early to mid game, Blossom is very, very powerful. And ultimate energy is kind of interesting in this game because it's actually not like as easy to grab, in my opinion, as for a lot of other games that you might be familiar with. Another
Oh, that's pretty cool. I didn't know she was the only one that could do that.
Core Blossom 3 right here. The fourth slot is extremely flexible. So we can see here that we just swapped K-Thor for Fury, and this team is great because Fury also offers pretty decent buff. Now, the other characters who you can even consider are a disconnected character like Haniel, but Haniel just provides massive attack buff even without, you know, needing to do any of the reactions necessary.
Oh my gosh, this is making me realize that Horizon comes out
the team that I ran
real soon.
the level 99 boss. If you need survival and you don't want to get one shot, or you want to take a few extra hits, Fadia as a standalone character can indeed help you accomplish that. We can do a charge hyper carry Natalie team, and we have the next team right here. This is a pretty cool team because we have two separate but connecting sections right here, with Natalie plus the MC to trigger some Blossoms as well as MC's low field time and support. And then we also have Daffodil and Haniel here who can support each other. And this is a really cool team, especially if the enemy has a lot of parries, because you can really rely on Daffodil to really get those quick and snappy parries against the enemy. And finally, Haniel can take advantage of her passive here, Nova, this passive, where Haniel will now be able to provide the maximum attack buff that her kit will allow. Now here's a quick showcase with Natalie plus Zero plus Hathor plus Haniel. So this team focuses more on Natalie's personal damage output instead of the Blossom reaction. Of course, Blossom is still nice, but more so Natalie's personal damage output. And we also even have a bit of
Damn it!
shenanigans going on for Hathor to do some decent damage as well. So yeah, a pretty straightforward team, and what's nice about this team, and pretty much all the characters on this team, except for maybe Hathor, I keep saying Hathor, it's actually Hathor, is that Natalie is pretty easy to use. So are all the other characters. Basically with Natalie, all you really have to do is use her skill and then her ultimate and then mash basic. And as you can see, this team will do significantly better than the earlier, for example, Mint team. And yeah, Natalie is definitely a notable upgrade over Mint, and I don't really know what I was doing with Hathor there, but it doesn't really matter too much because, yeah, even with, you know, such a scuffed decision making right there, this team will indeed do quite well. And thanks to Charge, we are able to have a much better ultimate uptime on Natalie. The next character being Jo Yuan, and she is an awesome character for multiple reasons, but basically she is also another kind of a burst DPS character. We actually have quite a few of them in this game, and on top of that, she provides grouping with her skill. So
oh my god,
solid damage. But she's also an anima character, and she also has a fantastic passive.
Barely.
The Blossom damage output. So this just basically means you can spawn 2 Vita Buds per Esper cycle instead of 1, and it doubles the cap to 6 instead of 3. So literally it is just doubling the amount of Blossom damage outputs that you have. And as mentioned earlier with Natalie, it's a really solid early mid-game team, and still pretty decent in the late game as well. Now, the next thing about her is that she also fulfills another really interesting role once you get her Awakening 1, and this actually provides a decent amount of healing for the team. The other great thing about her is that she has the option to be a very low field time sub-DPS character. Alternatively, she can indeed stay on field to use her basic attacks to kind of function as a main DPS character. There is one issue with it, and it's that in this game, enemies are aggressive. Okay, like they attack a lot. And when it comes to her being a main DPS character, it is the 5th shot, the final shot, that has the reward for her basic attack tree. So if you're unable to get the final shot off, which trust me, happens a lot because enemies are trying to murder you in this game, and they will make you flinch all the time as well.
Oh, screw you, man!
Struggles a bit as a main DPS character, so there's that to keep in mind. So, as mentioned ad nauseum, by now we know that these three, Natalie, Zero, as well as Jo Yuan, form that really powerful Blossom core, where Blossom will just deal a ton of damage. However, if you want to use Jo Yuan and you don't have, for example, Natalie, or don't plan to pull for her, you have many options. Like, for example, this team can be more of a hyper carry / main DPS Jo Yuan, and it should work reasonably well, all things considered. And we also have a more free-to-play friendly Blossom team right here with Mint as well as Edgar. The goal of this team is, of course, to just be able to have as many Esper cycles of Anima as well as Cosmo. Now, of course, you guys already saw all the Natalie teams with Jo Yuan on them, so I don't really need to go through all of those. And it's also worth mentioning that for the Natalie team without Jo Yuan on them, you can just replace Natalie with Jo Yuan and have her kind of be the main DPS of that team. So here I have a quick demo where I mainly rely on Jo Yuan's damage, kind of, where we do squeeze in a lot of her basic attacks to attempt to make her more so the main DPS of the team. Of course, as mentioned ad nauseum by
I'm
now,
loving the driving.
Previous Blossom-related teams with Natalie as well as the MC. But you can indeed just rely on her personal
Am I getting
right
money
now.
for this? I don't even know what I'm getting for
Mint,
this.
Of course,
I'm
less
just like, do the
minty
next
and more
one.
flowery when it comes to Jo Yuan. Wait, is she a flower? No, I guess Daffodil's on this team, which is why I was thinking about flowers. But yeah, anyway, that point aside, we can see here that it is actually kind of challenging to get those B5s off. You can see there that this boss just kept trying to hit me and you know, managed to flinch me when I was trying to do the B5 combo. So she doesn't have the most reliable kind of damage output because of that, as I mentioned. But as we can see,
back here,
you know, perfectly reasonable and functional team, where this team, of course, just focuses on buffing the raw damage multipliers instead of, you know, relying on any of the specific Esper cycle reactions. So, yeah, a reasonable performance and team, all things considered, and really just demonstrates like just how flexible the team building is in Neverness to Everness. All right, so the next character to talk about is my personal favorite character in this game. I'm just biased towards motorcycles, and I guess girls with motorcycles. So Hathor is that character, but Hathor is up next, and she is, in my opinion, a fantastic character in this game. And Hathor focuses on basically just burst damage output. And her being a Lakshana character right now also makes her a pretty valuable asset, as we've seen in some of the previous teams that I've mentioned. And she deals some really good big nuke damage, as well as having great AoE on her damage output. However, there are a few issues when it comes to Hathor's kind of consistency and performance, in that it's a little tricky to consistently generate 6 of her feathers, because the conditions to generate them are dependent on enemy attack patterns and things like that. And if we actually take a look at some of her numbers here, you can see that she actually has decent cycle energy generation. She's one of the few characters in this game that, in my opinion, still has really decent cycle energy generation. Against those smaller enemies, she will also be able to generate a lot of cycle energy in comparison to most of her peers. Remora at the moment isn't fantastic, but Hathor also does enhance its performance, extending the duration to 12 seconds and also providing a nice small buff of 10% crit rate to enemies affected by Remora. So this is why Hathor is actually pretty decent when it comes to her pairing with the earlier teams that I mentioned, with Natalie as well as the MC. And she can also enable Charged, which when you do Blossom as well as Remora, one after the other, you will initiate Charge, which generates a ton of energy for your team. Now, one more very important thing about Hathor here is that if we bust out the motorcycle, most characters in this game, they don't have a car driving animation. So if I try to get on the motorcycle with the MC, you will see, or sorry, with Joyen, you will see that we switch over to the MC to ride the motorcycle. But Hathor, on the other hand, she can actually ride the motorcycle. On top of that, not only can she ride the motorcycle, but because her signature arc is the Raging Flames, if you equip her signature arc while on a motorcycle, it turns into a flaming motorcycle. So this is why Hathor is the best character in the game, in my opinion, is because she looks absolutely sick on motorcycles. And yeah, so we've already covered a lot of Hathor's teams with Natalie, or with, for example, any anima DPS character in the game. And Hathor, in this case, in terms of teams that don't consist of the early ones that I mentioned, we have more main DPS Hathor options with, for example, something like this. Haniel can trigger, whatchamacallit, Stain, which increases Hathor damage significantly. As you can see here, Stain, when Haniel manages to trigger it, gives 20% more damage on Hathor's nuke damage output, which is great, as well as all the buffs that Haniel provides. Another option is to actually go the other direction on the wheel. And this is so cool because, you can just go whichever direction or combine whichever kind of 4 elements that you want. So you can go this other direction. And while Hathor doesn't take advantage of Charged here, what she does take advantage of are 2 buffers. So we have both Kiri providing her buffs, as well as Haniel providing her buffs. So some of you guys may know me, but I like big nuke numbers, and I cannot lie. And Hathor, not only does she have, larger nuke numbers than most characters in this game, we also have the cherry on top with her having a motorcycle. So either way though, in this hyper Hathor nuke, all the buffs are...
let's see. Chiz, Hathor, G1. Okay.
Okay, this video is a little way too long now, so let's just really quickly blitz through some of the remaining characters. We have Daffodil, who is currently the only Chaos character in the game, and as such, she's the only way you can trigger any of these reactions. And certain characters like Haniel really like Nova, Baitong really appreciates Scorch, and of course Discord is for her, where she can help break the enemy much more quickly. And she is currently one of the only characters that focuses on actually breaking the enemy, as well as doing more damage to them once you break their toughness bar and you're able to stun them. She also has a unique quick swap playstyle and is quite powerful on teams where she is able to utilize her quick swapping power. There's a lot of really unique and awesome things about Daffodil that unfortunately I can't really just go into too much detail right now, but know that she is a fantastic Chaos character to pick up. Daffodil is also really good for parrying certain enemy attacks because of her Phantom Step mechanics with her ultimate, where all you have to do really is just swap her onto the field when she has her Phantom Step available, and she will parry the enemy. And on top of that, she will refill her ultimate as well. So against enemies with a lot of parryable attacks, she's fantastic. We've already seen Daffodil on a ton of different teams, but I do just want to talk about some of her specific synergies. In particular, she actually works really well with Baitong because Baitong obviously needs Daffodil in order to activate Scorch. On top of that, Daffodil also synergizes very well with Haniel because Haniel benefits from the Nova reaction that requires Chaos, where Haniel can now provide a larger attack percent buff thanks to Nova. Besides that, yeah, I mean, there's a ton of teams that you can use Daffodil on, which I'll have a chart on the screen for some of the teams that I cooked up. Okay, so next let's talk about Fadia. Really quick screen for some of the teams that I cooked up. Okay, so next let's talk about Fadia really quick. Fadia is a really interesting character who focuses on survival. Neverness to Everness.
Wait,
if you've been excited
where?
for the game's release like the 35 million others who have pre-registered for the game, then this is the video for you. I'll go over and show however many tips, tricks, and mistakes to avoid for your journey through New Hethera. It should be helpful whether you're a Gotcha veteran or a newcomer to games like this. Now, I've had the privilege of harassing the residents through all the closed betas. Let's try this. And have spent way too much time and money on other Gotcha games. At the beginning of the game, you'll be presented with oftentimes a very heralding decision of choosing which gender MC you want to play with for the rest of eternity. Now, my first tip is to not actually sweat which MC you pick. Fortunately, you can freely swap your MC's gender, albeit with a 24-hour cooldown on this feature, so yeah, not a big deal. This video is sponsored, so huge thanks to Hada Studios for that, and as usual, my goal is to just present my findings and experience. As for the early game progression, similar to other titles, you should prioritize grinding through the main story, which will eventually block you from progressing until you level your hunter level,
What do I do?
aka account level, where you will then focus on various side quests, exploration, and other activities in order to bring up your hunter level. Leveling your account level is also critical for your progression, as not only can you do a lot more stuff and critically find out if Tagedo gets his girlfriend,
You're even cooler than we thought!
you can also raise your appraisal level, aka world level, which allows you to raise your character level cap as well. You gain hunter level experience through the usual shenanigans of pretty much doing anything, such as the main story quests and side quests exploring the overworld, exploration guide and dailies, city related stuff, and being a wingman to an unintelligible TV otter for over an hour.
Listen here, you slimy otter! Don't think you're off the hook! We'll get our payback someday, mark my words!
And spending your stamina. Which is the perfect segue to talk about the stamina system in Neverness to Everness. You actually have two types of stamina, pixels and city stamina. Starting with pixels, this is your more traditional stamina resource, which you use to farm materials to power up your characters. Of course, story missions, side quests, and exploration don't cost pixels. Instead, you spend pixels in specific domains to farm a specific resource. Pixels refill at a rate of 6 minutes per pixel, so 240 in a day. You start off your journey with 240 max pixels, although you will be able to increase your pixel cap later. For optimal progression, you should avoid overcapping pixels and log in once or twice a day to spend your pixels. Spending pixels provides you with 5 hunter experience per pixel spent, along with the resources that they provide. You can get more pixels by spending the premium currency Analyth, but generally speaking, I don't recommend for free-to-play the premium currency Analyth, but generally speaking, I don't recommend for free-to-play players to spend Analyth to get more pixels, as Analyth is very limited and is used to obtain characters, and your pixels will just generate if you wait a bit. Personally, I also like to save pixel potions for later, once I hit certain hunter levels, to farm more efficiently or just for a rainy day. You'll also notice another type of stamina called City Stamina. City Stamina fortunately refreshes once a week on Mondays, which I gotta be honest, I think more stamina systems should refresh like this, but I digress. Anyway, you spend City Stamina doing various activities such as deliveries, races, taxi cabbing, etc. And these activities will generate fawns for you. Fawns are absolutely critical for leveling your city tycoon level, which will unlock a lot of stuff for you. Fawns is the currency for city related stuff, and beetle coins is the currency for leveling your character's combat capability. It's interesting to me that these currencies are separated in this game, but this is good to know. Anyway, with Fawns, beyond purchasing luxury cars, luxury condos, and luxury beds for reasons,
Let me sleep some more.
you need to make Fawns to level up your Tycoon level. Tycoon level isn't just for city stuff, so for those of you sweaty combat-focused min-maxers, you'll have to put aside your basement-dwelling gamer skills and clock in with that Uber Eats sticker to make some Fawns.
Yep, let's stick with these.
You drive steady.
Yep, with enough deliveries and Fawns made, you can purchase Analyth for character pulls and tons of tri-keys for weapon pull. And yes, this hunter shop does refresh, so you should prioritize raising your Tycoon level if you're a sweaty combat-loving gamer like myself. In fact, you even get Chizuru, a pretty solid S-rank DPS character at Tycoon level 18, along with max dupes for her and her signature weapon once you finish your Tycoon level. So yeah, it's very worth your time to level up your Tycoon level. Now how do you raise your Tycoon level?
What are you doing in the middle of the road? Move it!
You simply need to make boatloads of Fawns by doing gig work through spending your city stamina, running multiple cafe shops, and what any good Samaritan would do, robbing banks. And while it might be tempting to prioritize a fancy new fit first for higher quality Yuri, I recommend prioritizing purchases that can help you make more Fawns, especially in the early game. For example, investing into cafes is one of the best things you can do with your early game Fawns to increase your passive Fawns income. While these cafes don't provide an insane amount of Fawns or anything, it's better than nothing and will definitely add up. The properties are also decent investments for many reasons, such as the anomalies in them providing various resources for free, like a few free Fawns, sweep tickets, free vehicle repairs which definitely add up, and much more like the ability to invite Mint over so you can clean her ears. Properties also have the added benefit of being a good getaway spot. Whee! Oh yeah. See, when we go to our place, now we are an upstanding citizen. So if you're wanted by the law, you can go to one of your properties and the cops will stop chasing you. As you can see, leveling up your Tycoon level is crucial for your account progress, and there is no shortage of methods to obtain Fawns, all while not having to pay any taxes despite making millions. Truly, the rich just get richer. And there are a bunch of spots in the overworld where you can actually loot some free Fawns, and I'll be visiting those spots on release on my stream, so be sure to drop by to check that out.
Alright.
Now, there are a couple more exploration related tips. First, it's not incredibly obvious, but you can heal at these towers. Interestingly, not many characters in this game actually provide healing, nor do you honestly need that much healing, but when you do suffer a few scrapes and bruises, just teleport to one of these towers to heal. Next, you'll be collecting a lot of these crows throughout the town, which function as this game's Oculus, which you can turn in these crows for various rewards at the witch's up, kind of your Esper cycle wheel. Now, as with any gacha game, resource management is crucial to avoid overspending, and to help you obtain most of what you want, and of course, Neverness to Everness is no exception here. The premium resource for this game is Analyth, which you obtain by pretty much doing anything in the game. Analyth is used for character pulls and also for refreshing stamina. As mentioned earlier, unless you're trying to rush the game, it's generally not recommended to spend Analyth on refreshing stamina, as just a bit of patience will provide you with more stamina. It also costs 160 Analyth per pull, and with the 90 pull hard pity system, this means that you'll need 14,400 Analyth to guarantee the S-rank character that you want. And yes, there's also no 50-50 on the featured character banner, so you're guaranteed to get, for example, Nanalie in just 90 pulls. The pull counter towards an S-rank character does cross over to the next banner as well, making this one of the more player-friendly gacha systems in modern times. Next, there's also a costume for Nanalie, which you could obtain in the gacha itself, but it is guaranteed at 200 pulls. However, this costume pull counter doesn't cross over to the next banner, but instead, it is saved for Nanalie's future reruns. So if you are going for these costumes, know that you can work towards them by saving for Nanalie's future rerun. Generally speaking though, unless you're a whale or just enjoy that extra power, you really don't need S-rank character dupes to succeed in the game's endgame modes. At least not as of release. A single copy of Nanalie or, for example, Hattori are more than enough. Next, there are 3 types of pull tickets. The red-colored solid dice are for the featured character banner, the blue fabricated dice are for the standard banner, and these tri-keys are for the weapon banner. This next part is actually quite important. Do not purchase the wrong type of pull ticket if you are purchasing them. If you want Nanalie or whoever is featured, get the red dice. If you want standard banner pulls, get the fabricated dice. And if you want the weapons/arcs as they're called, get the tri-keys. Generally speaking, it is most recommended in these types of gacha games to reserve your Analyth for the limited banner characters like Nanalie, Hattori, or whoever else is coming in the future. You'll also obtain a pretty decent number of tri-keys or weapon pulls by just leveling your Tycoon level and purchasing them in the Hunter shop. So tri-keys typically are not a priority either. But hey, you should spend your Analyth however the heck you want. Now, once you make 50 pulls on the standard banner, you will also get an S-rank character selector. If you're free to play and want to grab as many standard banner characters as possible, you can consider saving your selector for later. An interesting issue that we face in Neverness to Everness could be a lot less standard S-class characters because we won't be losing our 50-50s to them. As such, it's a bit more important than, for example, other gacha games to actually try to get whatever standard S-rank character you want. We should be getting around 160-ish standard banner pulls by the end of version 1.0, which means you should be getting multiple standard banner characters. And using your selector once we've depleted most of our standard banner pulls will provide more insurance for getting the maximum value out of your selector ticket. And this is a good time to talk about character dupes as well. You can get up to 6 dupes for a character to activate their awakenings. What's really cool about NTE's awakening system is that you can choose any of the awakenings you want and switch freely between them at any time. And at 3 and 6 total awakenings, you'll get some bonus effects as well. Anyway, I bring this up now because of the standard banner characters. If you are impatient and just want to burn your selector ticket early, in my opinion, Sakiri has a pretty great awakening 1 by providing a solid attack buff to the team. And Joye also has a great awakening 1, allowing her to provide healing for the team where she otherwise wouldn't. So yeah, if you do end up using the selector ticket on either of these characters, it'll work out just fine if you end up getting a dupe for them shortly after, as their first awakenings are quite good. It's also worth mentioning that Daffodil is also the only Chaos character as of release, but they'll of course add more Chaos characters. Now in terms of investing resources, you generally don't want to spread your character leveling materials too thin, but it's kind of okay to do so in Neverness to Everness. You do get a standard banner fabricated dice for ascending characters at level 20, 40, and 60. In the early game, it's quite worth it to ascend them at level 20 just for the standard banner pull. And in the mid to late game, level 40 becomes worth it, and maybe in the late game, 60 might be worth it in terms of resources, but yeah. So yeah, it's not the end of the world if you spread some of your resources out like this. However, I generally recommend focusing on powering up your main team to help with progression in the game. Another mistake you should avoid is to over-invest into console pieces, or basically like the artifact system, in the early to mid game. After leveling up your hunter level enough, you'll be able to farm orange modules, which are the max rarity modules, and the lower rarity modules become practically useless. So yeah, a few lower rarity modules here and there is fine, but don't overinvest into these early modules in the early to mid game. Also, each character has a preferred module type, and this detail is actually easy to miss because this is tiny text up here, like Natalie gains 6% crit rate for using 2-block module. Very good info for you to know for later. And here is overall what I think is the most important tip. Let's say you've joined a 42-kilometer run or 26 miles for my fellow hamburger slurpers, and you start off sprinting as fast as you can. Well, you're going to be sorely disappointed as you're barely any closer to that finish line. These gotcha gains tend to be a marathon and not a sprint, and rushing these can lead to...
Yep. Okay. Yeah, but like, what do I do with it? Oh my gosh.
I will see through the nexus.
Let's see, I think it's this way. So I guess what I gotta do is I gotta start building my cafes up. Okay. Oh, I see. Oh man. Okay. Okay, this is just the car. Okay. I think I understand basically what we do now. Two, three, four, five? 4 zones. Okay. How did I end up doing that?
Engage. Fall.
Keep it well.
Okay. Go to character.
What should we do today? Is there anywhere you want to go? Me!
I have no problem leveling this one up. Okay. And
the paperwork you need is
I actually have no problem leveling this guy up too. He's fun. Okay. What type is he? Okay, so he can do room more. And then you. Let's just put this one on for now. I'll have to go find stuff for them.
Who calls upon the name of
Let's go with
Hannibal?
let's
Wanna
go
hang
with the
out?
way I do it in Genshin. So main DPS is in the second slot. Probably on the second floor, yeah.
Perfect angle. Save the day! Variation! Now it's my time to shine!
Provide back boss. Press the target. An unexpected gain.
Let me take over.
What's this music thing? Okay, no, they say it's down below. Oh, that's just okay. Never mind. Bob's rich list. Okay. Oh, that's right. I don't have enough funds yet. Let's go to the... What does this do? Nothing. It's just there for me to do laundry. Let's explore these places. I think I saw this yesterday. Okay, what else? There is tofu to my right. Okay. Okay. Meat. Okay, so I'm guessing this is where you buy shit for your cafes. Leaf, cherries, it's all food here. Veggies. Yeah, okay.
Brand new selection of products.
Yeah, fruit and veggies. Seafood. What's back here, though? Pizza. Okay, that's just for healing. Izakaya. Okay, let's go take a look at that real quick. going the right way? Oh, it's this building right here. Oh yeah, didn't I come here for something?
Wanna give them a try?
Okay. Okay, so I get the feeling that basically all of these white icons are just your standard vendors. Let's go up this way.
Welcome to Luna Bay.
Okay. I wanted to see the bike shop. That's what I wanted to see. Here it is. Come on, man. I'm trying to talk to you. Okay. He doesn't want to talk with me. Screw you. I'll never buy from this shop again. Let's see. I forget how this works. Okay. Ow! Seriously? There are mosquitoes in this game?
Guided by Hero! Be careful.
I'll take one.
I will see it's fine. Nicely done.
Okay.
Containment complete.
I gotcha. Okay. I roughly understand how it goes. Let's see about this, though.
The wind's just right.
I love that this dude's name is Coda. What is this again?
Welcome to DSD, home to the latest and coolest.
Oh, okay. It's like Funko Pops for NTE.
Perfect angle.
What is this? Oh, okay. Where'd all the quests go? There's several down here. Oh, there they are. Why didn't they? I don't know why they didn't appear right away. Oh, here we go. Where is this? Oh. Man, this thing, I keep thinking this thing's showing up, but it turns out it's just like slow to load or something. I don't know. Wait a minute. There's another quest in here? I really need to make sure that I've gotten every quest. I gotta treat this like World of Warcraft. Just like get a million quests, go out and do them. Alright, what other quests are in here? You. This place is ridiculously large. Should be all the quests. Okay. Man, I'm deciding if I just want to grab every quest I can and then do it all at the same time.
Daffodil, what a surprise. I didn't expect to run into you at the photo studio.
I came to pick up some developed photos. I printed a few more copies of A-Bone's family portrait.
Could I have a few copies? I'd love to keep them too.
Of course, Appraiser. You think they are precious too, right?
Yeah. Every time I see them, I feel this sense of peace and warmth. I imagine they must mean even more to you, right?
Yes. To an anchor that keeps me from with it there, I can always remember the way home. These photos carry more than just memories. They represent the bonds and belonging behind them. here. We were together. I will protect A-Bone forever.
Daffodil, I rarely see you smile like that. There's something really gentle about it.
Rarely.
Sorry.
Okay, cool. So it's like a it keeps saying there's a photo here and it's driving me nuts. Because I can't figure out where it is. These photo icons do not line up with oh my gosh, is this just an icon telling you this is the studio? Son of a bitch, man. I thought it was one of those camera icons that we see. Oh, fucking hell. Okay, what is this? Oh, it's another laundromat. This same girl has a lot of clothes, man. What is this? Okay, this is the train station.
The anomaly mentioned in the commission seems to be nearby.
Over here?
The chaotic aura is getting stronger.
No. There we go.
My mistake.
Engage. Take this. Time to take a harder approach.
Big splinter and fracture. No space. I might want to tread very carefully here.
Oh, this is like almost one that they had in like the previews.
An abandoned campus occupied by anomalies.
Ready, save the day! Don't be such a fool! My turn!
I will see through the nexus.
I'll take point. All in a day's work.
That red door might be the key. About time this campus tour came to an end.
Target neutralized.
Trust me.
Cool. Head back over here. Grab these two quests.
24. Easy
What's up,
shop, easy
Eric?
go.
We got a bird. Is it inside this shop and I just missed it? No, I would have activated it. It's on top up here somewhere. Dude, what the f is going on?
I don't have to report to the security office, do I?
Got another one down here. Yeah, whoa, whoa, whoa. See this? Oh, they're... Come on, you should have done something. So it didn't look exactly the same. Okay. Probably up here in this basketball court. Nope.
The wind's just right.
Okay. What are these?
Greetings. Welcome to the witch's house. Lost souls cling to...
Okay. Purchase the Wiener Apartments. Let's go get them Wiener Apartments. Let's grab the Wiener Apartments. Oh, jeez. Okay, it's pretty far away. I should probably do that right away.
The wind's just right. Perfect angle.
These things make so much noise.
Perfect timing. Seems like luck is on my side today. The wind's just right.
What is right here? Okay, let's...
Perfect angle. The wind's just right. Perfect angle. The wind's just right. Perfect angle.
Where are my apartments? The Leon Estate Group. Them Wiener Apartments. Okay. Yeah, let's go check it out. Get in my junker. Whoa, 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 whoa. No. I want to go to Wiener Apartments. Not Puka Candy. Where are my apartments? Okay, let's head to this phone booth here. There they are. Actually, we're getting close. Wait, is that it? No. There they are. Let's go here first. Really? Okay, where are my apartments? Down this way?
Didn't you say it was left here?
I guess the 5th floor is my apartment. Oh, good. I want to just like jump ship I can real quickly. Yeah, okay. Pretty boring. What the hell is this? Oh, that's the thing that I... Oh, that's actually kind of cool. Oh shit, there's a second floor? You know how expensive this apartment would be? Damn. I see. You go grab the anomalies. That's cool. Check out the living room? Wow. Okay, let's go back to here. Okay, how do I invite a character? Oh, dude, this is cool. Oh, that's cool. Okay. Whoa, what's this painting? Oh, I guess I have to find it somewhere. Alright, that's fine. Got that. I don't understand this one. Let's see. Is this the invite someone?
Woohoo! As long as I'm watching your back, you won't have to worry about a thing.
Hey, the wind's picking up.
Wait, so she can move it. Okay. Okay. That's pretty cool. Let's see. Grab this. Okay, so now I need more money again. Can I just, like... Wow. Isn't very good, It's not very good money. Let's try and fix this up so that we can get better, shit. Where is this? Illusion Town. Look for something. This one, right here. Sorry. I have stuff to do.
The wind's just right. Perfect angle. The wind's just right. Perfect angle.
I'll take one. Boss. Stand down. Press the target.
Trust me.
What? I was trying to return it. Screw that. You can come get your own fucking vehicle. Alright, how close am I to this? Here it is. Holy shit! This isn't just a simple furniture store, this is a damn IKEA. Not what I want. This one right here. Okay. Wait a minute, wait a minute. Okay, popularity up. Gift, gift. Probably have to just go out and do shit. Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, now this. Management level 5. Dried tomato and fried egg croissant. Aren't I management level 5? Oh no, I'm tycoon level 5. I'm management level 3. How do we get it to go up, man? Okay. Now what? I think we head back and try and do as many quests as possible. Degree coffee.
tango.
I thought that was like an actual new character. Okay. What's appraisal level? It's a lot of red dye here. Where do we get more blue dye, though?
What should we do today?
Ooh. It's probably a smart thing to do.
Wanna hang out?
Ascend everyone. Get money for
I'm
each
ready.
character.
I'm always available.
Back to work again. Fine.
Hey! Did you need me?
Greetings to you.
I'm here.
Greetings to you.
Looking for me? Mint's here!
That's not the one I want. Oh, wait, wait. Oh, damn. Oh, come on. Stop with the twos. Okay. this? Oh, we did get 5. No, it says we only got 1.
What should we do today? This is gonna take forever. Yeah, this is a lot.
Okay. That's out of the way. Oh man.
Perfect angle.
Okay.
The wind's just right.
almost jumped right off.
The wind's just right.
Oh, nice. The mall.
Finish this.
Engage. Lock. Take this.
Punch out. Another job smoothly. Smoothly done. Get ready. Time for a stunning entrance.
All right.
Rise.
All right. Oh, okay. This is gonna be the last thing I do. I don't have time to do anything else. Oh, hell yeah. Looks like we got ourselves a problem here. Just keep driving and see what happens. Okay. oh, oh. Okay, okay, okay. No, no, no. Keep going.
Trust me.
Dude, I hate this, man. Just let me attack it. Are you finally gonna allow me to attack it now?
Engage. Stand down. All in a day's work.
Let me take over. Let's finish this.
I wasn't expecting this. Like, I just wanted to quickly get it done.
Feeling good.
Fight back. Stay out of trouble.
I will see through the nexus.
Yeah, but like I need to leave. I don't have a choice. Alright, guys. I will be back tomorrow. Don't know what we'll do, but I'm enjoying this a little bit more than I was originally. Still not sure which characters I'm going to choose, but I think right now, I kind of want like 2 copies of her just so I don't have to worry
Pleasure
about
working with you.
like healing down the line. Like I can just have her be a part of every team. It's kind of my opinion on it. I mean, I do want Daffodil and I do want Hathor. So with two selectors and, you know, my first guaranteed on this, I kind of want to just wait and see what happens, but you know, I don't know. So that's gonna be it for me for today, guys. I gotta go. It's really a bummer about what's going on with Snowbreak. Hopefully things get better, but you know, no promises. So but that's it. I'll be on tomorrow and we'll see what we do then. So hope you guys have a good rest of your day, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. I'll see you guys.